Good morning, my dear student friends. I am Dr. A. Lakshmana, Associate Professor of Mathematics. Today we are going to discuss second BSc Mathematics, fourth semester. Topic is differentiation. So today lecture is 6. What are the points we have discussed today class? Lagrange's theorem and proof and applications of Lagrange's theorem. Right? So first of all, already we studied Rolle's theorem and their applications. Please see the Rolle's theorem, their applications, and then we are easy to understand the Lagrange's theorem proof. Right? First of all, we write what is the statement of Lagrange's theorem. Lagrange theorem statement. Theorem. Let f from closed interval a b to r be a function such that first one is f is continuous on closed interval a b. Second one is f is derivable on open interval a b. Then f is derivable on open interval a b. Then there exists c in a b, open interval a b, such that f dash is equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. This statement only. So Lagrange theorem statement is let f from closed interval a b to r is a function such that f is continuous on closed interval a b, f is derivable on open interval a b. Then there exists c in a b such that f dash is equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Now we derive the proof. Define f phi from, it's a new function phi from closed interval a b to r be a function, is a function such that phi of x is equal to f of x plus kx for all x belongs to closed interval a b. X belongs to closed interval a b and given by phi of a is equal to phi of b. So we have to consider as a new function phi of a is equal to phi of b such that phi from closed interval a b to r phi of f is equal to f of x plus kx. Here k is a constant, so for all x belongs to a b. Here since phi of a is equal to phi of b, then immediately what is phi of x? Phi of x is f of x plus kx. So just x replaced only a, first option, and second x replaced b in the second option only. Then immediately f of a plus phi of a means f of a plus ka is equal to f of b plus kb. So implies kb taken as left and f of a taken as right. That is ka minus kb is equal to f of b minus f of a. So implies k is common term, a minus b is equal to f of b minus f of a by f of a minus f of b only, right? Implies therefore k is ultimately we are getting k value f of b minus f of a by, here we are writing a minus b, so we are writing minus of b minus a, right? So we are getting if phi of a is equal to phi of b, we are considered this one, then only phi of x is equal to like this, x replaced a, we are getting first one, x replaced b, we are getting second one. We can simplify, we get the ultimate value of k. So what is our claim? Our claim is k is equal to minus f dash minus of f dash. This is our claim only. So ultimately what we have proved, so f dash is equal to f of b minus f of a b minus a. So k is equal to minus f dash c. This is our claim. This is our claim. Now, so k is equal to minus of f of b minus f of a b minus a treated as 1 only. So, but phi of x is equal to f of x plus kx is a definite term for all x belongs to closed interval a. X belongs to closed interval a. Here, so what is k? Here since k is constant function, and we know that every constant function is continuous and variable. We know that every constant function is continuous and derivable on R, real number R, right? And what is x? X is a polynomial function, and since x is a polynomial, and we have every polynomial function is continuous and derivable on R. Every polynomial function is continuous and derivable on R. So therefore, here k is constant function which is continuous and derivable, and x is also polynomial function continuous and derivable. So this is treated as f, this is treated as g. F is continuous, g continuous, f into g continuous. F into g is a derivable. Hence finally kx is continuous on closed interval AB and derivable on open interval AB. Continuous and closed interval AB by the basis of these lines, right? Kx is continuous and closed interval AB, and Kx is a derivable on open interval AB. Kx is a derivable on open interval AB. But f is already continuous and closed interval AB is given by hypothesis. Since f is continuous on AB and also here kx is continuous, then immediately f of x plus kx is continuous on closed interval AB. Implies here f of x plus kx means phi of x. That means phi is continuous on closed interval AB. This is one. Another is, since x is also, k is also constant function is derivable also, and x also derivable on it. That means kx is a derivable. Kx is continuous on closed interval AB, and kx is derivable on open interval AB. Therefore, kx is a derivable on open interval AB, and f also given derivable for second condition only. And here since f is derivable on open interval AB, and kx is also derivable on open interval AB, then immediately what happened? F of x plus kx is derivable on open interval AB. Derivable on open interval AB. Derivable on open interval AB. That implies phi is derivable on open interval AB. So phi is continuous and closed rectangle AB. Here see that phi is continuous and closed rectangle AB. Phi is derivable and open rectangle AB. And given that phi of A is equal to phi of B, that is phi concludes a Rolle's theorem. So phi is continuous and closed rectangle AB. Phi is derivable and open rectangle AB. And phi of A is equal to phi of B. Then by Rolle's theorem, there exists C in open rectangle AB such that phi dash C is equal to 0. Phi dash C is equal to 0. But phi of x is equal to, what is the function is given that phi of x, f of x plus kx for all x belongs to closed interval AB, right? Then what happens? It's derivative. Phi dash of x is equal to f of x derivative is f dash of x. So, but phi of x is equal to f of x plus kx. So, its derivative phi dash x derivative is phi of x derivative is phi dash x, f of x derivative is f dash x, and k is constant and x is variable. X derivative is 1. So, this is nothing but this one. Implies here for x belongs to open interval AB, right? So, therefore, supplying C, x replaces C, f dash C plus k. But f dash C already 0 is equal to f dash C plus k only. Implies k is equal to minus f dash C only. This is equation 2 only. So, from 1 and 2, we get f dash C is equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. It is a conclusion of the Lagrange's theorem. Lagrange's mean value theorem, sometimes called first mean value theorem. So what is Lagrange's theorem? F from closed interval AB to R is a function such that f is continuous and closed interval AB, f is derivable and open interval AB. Then there is C in AB such that f dash C is equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Is the end of the proof of Lagrange's mean value theorem. Thank you very much. Thank you one and all.